Hi, this is Little Dwarf playing games while rambling incoherently into a microphone. Why? Well, just because I can, and I continue with Arcanum of Steamworks and Magick Obscura, Blind. Now, I'm here in the mage city of Tulla, which for some reason I have always believed is going to be an island, but instead it's in the middle of the Vendigrothian wastes. And I am trying to find a device, a technological device that can be used to kill Aronax by basically turning his own magic against him. So I've explored all of the buildings in Tulla, so let's talk with this guy then. This old wizened figure doesn't react to your approach. You can't be certain if he has even seen you. Excuse me? Ah, it is the Wanderer. You are here to speak with Simeon Tor. I am? A wry smile crosses his face. He continues as if you had not spoken. Before you may see him, you must do something for me first. Please, sir, I'm looking for extremely important information. Or I guess this is maybe even better because it stresses the exact reason for which I believe it is important for me to access the information, which is that the fate of Arcanum hangs in the balance. It is a bit dramatic, but I do believe it is technically speaking true. So, you know, there are certain points in life in which being dramatic is actually a reasonable response. That may be. But Nasruddin sent me. I don't have much time. That's not how I see it. Then you know what I am doing? Perhaps. Then let me in and stop playing these games. That is not how this works. Okay, tell me what I need to do. Go and gaze upon the mural in the main hall. It is near a glowing circle on the floor. I am certain that you must have passed it on your way here, and then you may enter to see Simeon Tor. I've already looked at the mural. It describes some of the symbols that are inscribed on the ground before this tower in the actual city. But I believe by looking at it, he's saying that I should, you know, solve the puzzle that it depicts. But I have already looked at the mural. But you have not understood. You must look upon it again, and then you may enter. Yeah, so I guess that's basically what I just said. He doesn't, like, he's saying he wants me to look at it, but what he means is he needs me to understand it, and by that he probably means he needs me to solve the actual puzzle. You have not beheld the mural. Yeah, I actually did. I actually did behold it, but as I said, probably not what he meant, not what he means literally. So, Mural of Enlightment. So there are 5 symbols, 5 of those big ones, and 4, 8, 12, 16 of the small ones. Now I do believe that those small symbols are the symbols of the colleges of magic, right? Because there are 16 of them, and they seem to be grouped. So, what I guess I need to do is activate them in the correct order, or at least in correct groups, or something. But I should probably be writing this down, because obviously I want to remember. The exact order of it once I get away from here. Okay, so 4 of those around a star, then 4 of those around a cross. Then this doesn't have any, so I imagine this is like the final one. or the first one, maybe, because it doesn't have any schools of magic around it. Then another 4 around an asterisk of sorts, and then the final 4 right here. Yeah, so I should probably be writing this down, so give me a second. But the problem is that they are a bit small, and I cannot always discern the details of the logos, like compared to the full size of them, so I might be prone to making mistakes. But I guess I need to write down an approximation at the very least, and then I can work within, you know, within a range of possibilities and kind of guess it roughly. Okay, so I have written down the symbols. So there are 16 symbols of the schools of magic, and then 5 symbols of whatever. So I guess what I need to do is get out and so the first big symbol on the left was because I assume I'm supposed to read it left to right, was this star over here, but I cannot step on those in the middle. I guess they are for the ending or something. However, there is a star here as well, and there is a star on this. The doors are technically unlocked, and yet I cannot enter, but this cross is one of the symbols associated with it. So let's step on it. Now I do believe this is also it's almost like a hash, right? It's another one of those symbols. Okay, so I guess this is wrong. I guess even the I guess even the is it the reversed or no, this is actually a correct symbol for this group. But I guess it's not supposed to be the first, because does it showcase on my map if they are still highlighted? I don't think so. Okay, so let's try this first, then this. I'm missing one more symbol. Okay, it disappeared, so I guess within a group they also must be in a correct order. I guess I need to first locate the last symbol of the group at least, so that I can work this out. Okay, so the last symbol of this group is like a circle with a wavy line on top of it. Okay, I'm absolutely confused actually, because none of those looks like the symbol I'm looking for. Okay, actually it might be this. Does it show me that it's highlighted on the map? It doesn't. So does it stay highlighted? Yes. Okay. So that's great. That's great. So I have 2 of the first group. Presumably this is the last, because it's in front of the door with the big symbol, which was the star. So it would be this. Okay, it stays highlighted, so I believe I am on the right track, indeed. So let's get in here. Oh. Wait. What happened? Okay, I probably need to reload, because I somehow opened the door and then closed it in my own face, which obviously was kind of annoying. Verses of the Wanderer, Canto 2. Now it's interesting that the mage inside referred to me as the Wanderer, so I feel like that might be relevant, because obviously they told me that my coming was prophesied. There is only one step which begins a journey. Wise are they who wear the cloak of truth. Clear is the way, clear is the vision, and clear will be that which they seek. There is only one step which begins a journey. So maybe this tells me about the order of the stones here. Like, it tells me that the star is first. Although curiously, it's Verses of the Wanderer Canto 2 as opposed to Canto 1. So, but I will worry about that at the end, because I assume I need to activate all of the other circles first. Okay, so now it is the door with a cross, so this one. Okay, so I am going to speed it up, because obviously I feel like this must be the last one, but I'm going to speed it up because obviously it's not particularly interesting to watch. Okay, I need to get back inside to take another look at the mural, because my own crude approximations of the drawings might be a little inaccurate. So this I recognize, this as well, but those two are kind of a mystery to me. Let me compare to actual schools of magic here. So it's this, and then this. So I guess this is the elemental circle, because it's water and earth, and of those two I am sure. So I guess I can, by the process of elimination, also include air and fire, right?
What is it that you want of me?
So, oh wait, that's not what I needed to do. I need to stand here, and this is indeed it. So I guess I was just looking at the wrong one. Yeah, because it has the 3 prongs and then the cross on the bottom. So, Pelagian's Amulet, magic resistance plus 40. Don't mind if I do. I think I'm going to give it to Virgil. Obviously he has a very high magical aptitude. And I don't think he has an amulet. Okay, and there is the Canto White, one of the verses of the Wanderer. All that comes before is rooted in this earth, in this water, in this fire. It is the air that surrounds us, not thought of as last, but as what came first and the final step before you come to me. So I guess this is the end, the last symbol that I need to press in the middle. Once I try to do this, but I imagine it only activates after I solve all of the other ones. So. Okay, I think this was correct. So now this will be the third one, and the fourth one obviously is in front of the door itself. And this wasn't as painful as I thought it would have been. Obviously I'm not done because there is still this. Are there no more books? Okay, Canto 3. Power stands strong, not first above, but just underneath, and all that is raised needs power to raise it. So, not first above, but just underneath. So the first one is this, because there is only one step which begins the journey, which is the star. Then, not first one, but just underneath is this, and as last, the final step before you come. So now onto this. I do believe the first is the star. Okay, this doesn't work. Pelagian's pool doesn't do anything. Okay, maybe it's like a next step that I need to do afterwards. Let's go and consult with the mage. I have beheld the Mural of Enlightenment, and in fact I feel like I've done quite a good job of solving at least parts of it, of its mystery. So let's return back to this mage over here. You have seen the mural. You may now enter to speak with Simeon Tor. But why did you have me look at the mural? Because it is what you needed to do. That is not an answer. It is the only answer there is. I can see this will lead nowhere. Good day. Okay, let's go. And you see what appears to be a view of the Ring of Brodgar. Caladan, Blackroot, Tarant, Ashbury, and Stillwater. So are those portals, or are they merely windows? Are there like magical cameras basically to allow him to see what is happening there? Or could I possibly step through them to teleport? Well, I guess maybe he will tell me. Simeon Tor.
You've come seeking information?
Before you stands Simeon Tor, master mage of all Tulla. His awesome power is evident in even the slightest gesture as he motions you closer. He studies you for a moment. The experience is a bit unnerving. Nasruddin sent me to find the location of the Vendigroth ruins.
Pelosian. Pelosian is the only one who can answer that question for you.
He lets the name hang in the air for a few moments before continuing. Are you not surprised that I've spoken with Nasruddin?
Nasruddin speaks to us all at one time or another.
You don't understand. He's alive and on the Isle of Thanatos.
That is interesting.
Interesting? Isn't that a bit of an understatement?
It is intriguing, I will grant you that, but I can only assume that he has his reasons for staying hidden all these years. Who would I be to question the great Nasruddin's motives? If he can keep himself alive for 2,000 years, I am but a gnat compared to him. If you are willing, though, I would be appreciative were you to share your tale with me.
Okay, tell him your story.
Your story rings true, despite its implausibility. But as I have said, Pelosian is the only one who may be able to help you.
Where can I speak with him?
How? How is the question, not where. Pelosian is dead. Has been for 1,000 years.
Okay then, how do I speak with him?
No one knows. Since his death, he has appeared above Pelosian's pool every night at midnight. He floats there for an hour and then fades away. No one has ever been able to coax him to speak. You must find a way to bring his voice forth.
Alright, but who was this Pelosian?
Pelosian, clairvoyant artist, poet, founder of Tulla, and above all, master of summoning. Hearing tales of him in my youth is what led me to summoning, actually.
He turns away from you, perhaps admiring one of his mystical portals. He was the founder of Tulla.
Pelosian was born to great wealth, but his spirit was that of a wandering mystic. It would not allow him to live a life of leisure. When in his travels he found only arrogance, greed, and the thirst for power among the sorcerers of his day, it troubled his soul greatly. He wandered out into the wasteland, and it was here that he found what he was looking for.
And what was he looking for?
Clarity, a singular consciousness, a place he could start a new philosophy of magic. He gathered young, promising disciples around him and created this marvelous place, a beacon to all those that would pursue the ways of magic with a pure heart.
You mentioned that he was a poet.
His poetry was a bit overwhelming for most, much less lyrical than his paintings. The poems seemed to reveal his inner self in a way few could understand. We don't know his poetry firsthand. Sadly enough, his works have been lost to us. All we have are others' writings about it.
So the answer to making him speak could be in his poetry?
Perhaps.
I need some sort of a clue to go on. Where do I start looking?
That is not the way this works. The path is yours to tread, no one else's.
Okay, what can you tell me about his art?
He was an artist of great talent. His paintings are said to help those who meditate on them become closer to achieving oneness. His best work, in my opinion, is the aptly named Mural of Enlightenment.
Jorian sent me to see the mural before he would let me in here.
Really? That's interesting.
Who is that Jorian fellow, anyway?
Jorian is the master of divination here in Tulla. A bit of a clairvoyant in him there is. Jorian never has anyone do anything for no reason. Of that you can be certain. He knows more than he is letting on, I feel.
I'll go speak with him further then.
It will do you no good. He has revealed everything he is going to. And if I know him, it was not very much.
Right, so what is the mural meant to represent? No audio plays for this. No one knows really. The largest symbol is thought to represent a lost college of magic, but no one can say for sure. You mentioned that he was clairvoyant.
Yes, that is why I believe that. Even had he not seen the ruins that you seek with his own eyes, he will be able to give you the answers that you seek. It is believed that his writings and his paintings foretold future events. In fact, much of what he has prophesied has come to pass.
What things has he foretold?
He saw many things, things that most refused to believe.
What? Is that sarcasm? Because he hasn't told me anything yet, so how can I be impressed? But apparently that's impressive. I can't understand their disbelief, which is a really stupid statement, if you ask me, given how I have been shown nothing about his actual predictions coming true, but oh well.
I appreciate your humor, but all I can tell you is that things are the way they need to be.
Ah, right. Okay, so it was a joke, at the very least. This is fascinating, but what am I to do now?
Only you can determine that.
Okay, more questions?
What questions do you have for me?
What are these windows? Are they pictures?
These? No. They are portals to other places, an indulgence. But I find it soothing to gaze through them.
Portals? Can they be used to get to those places?
Of course.
Can I use them?
Of course. When you have completed the task Nazruddin has sent you on, you may have complete use of them.
May I ask further questions?
What questions do you have for me?
Okay, I guess I have none. I must be going.
As it must be, you must find your own way.
Good day then. Okay, so I guess let's get out. I guess maybe the pressure plates near the fountain were inactive because it's not midnight. Obviously, the ghost of Pelosian apparently appears at midnight, so maybe I should wait until then to be able to activate them. But in the meantime, I guess I have a small little side quest to do, which is to talk with one of the apprentices that has returned from a dangerous mission, carrying some kind of a gem. But when he was out of the city, he acquired a lot of technology and overall changed his attitude towards magic to such a degree that the mages don't want to let him back, which I think is a very dick move. And in fact, I will probably try to persuade him that they are dicks to him and that he should just leave and don't worry about the gem at all. Like, for all I know, he is entitled to take it because it's them. They don't want to let him back in. They just want to take the gem and screw him over anyway. So in that case, I feel like he's very much entitled to just screw them over. Well, let's talk. Are you here to let me in? I don't understand why that imbecile of a guard won't let me enter. Not exactly. What do you mean? I've been out here for months, looking for this damned gem, the monster I've had to fight, and the ludicrous things people had me do for them, so that they would tell me the slightest bit of information. You wouldn't believe it. Actually, I would, because I'm somewhat of an adventurer myself, but why do you want to get back in there? This is my home. I wish to return to my studies. I've got the gem. He turns and screams at the guard. Let me in. But what of your armor? You're turning towards technology. Look, I did what I had to get by out there. Enough talk. Why won't they let me in? They feel you would be corrupting influence on the school. Corrupting influence? I've risked my life to retrieve this gem for them. Master Aches told me you volunteered. Volunteered? He asked me to do it for him. How could I refuse, with him being my teacher? Exactly, why would you want to live with ingrates like that? How dare you? I risked my life for these people. By insulting them, you insult me. My apologies, I just thought they should have treated you better. What do you mean? They didn't even have the courtesy to tell you all of this by themselves. You're right, I am too good for this place, I am. What do they know of courtesy or respect? Here is the damned gem. I hope Axe chokes on it. Thanks for opening my eyes. Good day. And good luck to you as well. Okay, so I guess he just gave me the gem anyway, and then walked away, which, to be honest, I wasn't even expecting or even wanting him to do that. For all I care, he could have, and maybe even should have, just taken the gem for himself, as punishment for the mages being so rude to him. So, can I step on anything? Nope. So I guess I have to wait until midnight, right? So it would be 8 hours? The spirit before you says nothing. Okay, so sure enough, there is a spirit. Can I step on anything now? Spirit before you says nothing, but I cannot step on anything. I guess I'm missing one book, so maybe it's a requisite for me to take it. I think it would be from here. Must have overlooked it if it's here. Obviously I picked up a book from here because I distinctly remember that with this being the first place I opened. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there must be yet another book. Obviously it's kind of weird for there to be one in each of them, but there suddenly not being one in one of them. I just can't, for the life of me, actually find it. I doubt any of them picked it up. Oh, there it is. Verses of the Wanderer, Canto 4. The tie that binds the first to the last, the first to its child, is the spirit of all. Is the spirit of all, the spirit that calls, and the way much brighter before you. Okay, so I've read them all. Will they activate now? I'm still pretty sure the first is the star. I've read them all, haven't I? Yes, I have. Okay, I am kind of confused, because there are only 4 buildings, so should be 4 books as well. But it seems I cannot interact with him. I guess I will go back, relinquish the quest that I have from the master around here to get the water gem, and then also talk with the clairvoyant guy, and maybe he will have something new to say now that I have spoken with Simeon Tor, although Simeon himself suggested that it's unlikely. Welcome. I spoke with the student out front. Give him the gem. Stupendous. He inspects the gem for a moment. Thank you for bringing this to me. Here are the robes I promised you. Wait, he literally gave me his own robes and is now currently naked. That's kind of weird and actually a little creepy. Like, imagine if somebody gave you their own clothes as a reward, and they were the actual clothes that they were wearing at the moment, and they literally stripped in front of you and gave you what they were wearing just a minute ago. That's a little disconcerting, if you ask me. Don't you care what happened to your student? Not particularly. He knew the dangers of being enmeshed in the outside world. I see. Okay, so you're a bit of a dick then. As I see it. Robe of fire protection. Okay, I guess Virgil's robes don't offer him any protection, so those would be better then. At least for now. Okay, so let's talk with the clairvoyant guy. I doubt he's going to say anything, but still, it's probably worth trying. Okay, this is kind of curious as well, but it does not...
How may I help you?
It does not seem to do anything. It's just a curious visual effect. Okay. And nods in your direction, almost imperceptibly. Wanderer? Okay, what about you?
Yes. What can I help you with now?
I need to know what to do next.
Only you can determine that.
I was worried you were going to say that. I must depart. It seems nothing happens, and presumably nothing happens even in the daylight. Like, they seem literally inactive, but I don't know what to do to activate them. I've activated all of the other pressure plates, and it doesn't look like I can deactivate them in any way. And I have... Frick. Shouldn't have done that, probably. And I have the 4 of the books. Canto 1, Canto 2, Canto 3, and Canto 4 from the 4 buildings. So I don't know what else could I even be doing here. Does my journal say anything? Yeah, I don't understand what is happening now. Like, I have some clues as to the order of those symbols, perhaps, but the thing is, they are not even lighting up, so I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong. can't click on those. And I can't click on those inside either. Okay, but this episode has been long enough, so I'm going to save here and end it for now. That's all for this one, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!